Morning.
Good morning. Just getting our live stream going here. Just a sec.
Cool.
Get us going on the book face. Oh, that coffee can't hit hard enough.
How's your weekend?
It was good. A whole lot of nothing. We got really productive on Friday. Since we bought this new house on March 1st, we've got all these
Oh,
little,
wow.
like right before quarantine. So we are doing all sorts of stuff around the house constantly.
Yeah, that gives you the space to do that. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's the silver lining for us. Let's say the 21st. How was your weekend?
It was great. We also did a handful of things around the house and also relaxed. Enjoyed the sunny day that I think we got 1 or 2 sunny days. Enjoyed some sun when that came through, and then when it was ugly out, just, did stuff around the house.
It's going to be really nice the next couple of days.
I know. I'm so excited. I'm like planning all of my things outside.
Yeah, I got some runs in outside. Like got a little sunburn. That's all right. Couldn't find my my sunscreen in all the unpacking, but
Nice.
So
Nice.
Hey, what's up,
Morning,
Matt?
Patrick.
Hey, morning.
Welcome to Move, Breathe, Meditate. We'll get started in just a minute or two here. Let a couple other people hop on if they want to. It's 8 o'clock. I'd like to start by 8:02, 8:03, something like that. Be timely for everyone.
Yeah, and it's nice everyone can sort of catch up and everything. And I don't know if you saw that we have this now. It's on our YouTube channel. So yeah, I finally caught up also this weekend on all our old classes, getting all those posted to the YouTube. So for anybody who's watching on Facebook Live right now or watches this later, every virtual class we've done, all of our Move, Breathe, Meditate, not the happy hours. We're keeping those. Those are going off into the ether. And then Saturday night we had beauty night, which was really good. I see Dylan, you gave yourself or someone gave you a little haircut since I last.
I sent an SOS to my barber.
Nice. Well,
she responded, and it turns out she goes, well, I have been seeing a few people on Saturdays. I have a block from this time. If you want to come in, you're welcome to come in. She's basically just been seeing her essential workers anyways, but it was like after I left the barbershop, I was like, I feel like I'm a part of an elite class.
yeah.
I have a nice haircut again. I feel clean.
Yeah, you may want to go back to the YouTube and watch what Enrique had to say about how to cut your own hair.
Good stuff.
I've been cutting my own hair for years, actually. I do my own fade.
No shit.
Oh yeah, that's all me.
Wow.
Like in between haircuts, like a haircut for me is kind of a little indulgent treat, a little bit of self-care.
You are my second friend that has a good haircut that surprises me and goes, oh yeah, I do this myself. Like,
yeah. I don't fuck with the top, but I might now that Enrique is giving me some tips. So check out or just put on a hat like you're Patrick.
Good morning, Jane.
Morning.
You were with us last week, right?
Yeah,
Awesome. How did you enjoy it?
it was great.
Great. I'm super pumped that you came back. Excited to
I try to watch it live stream, but it doesn't seem to work on live stream.
Oh, well, sometimes the bandwidth or whatever makes things tough. It says it's live on Facebook. It's the best I can do.
Yeah, that's how I tried to go in, and since it froze, that's why I come in this
you
way.
can totally keep yourself muted if you want. Well, actually, once we get going, we should all mute, and then you don't have to show the video or anything. As long as you're just here and checking it out and enjoying it, that's all we need. That's all we want.
All right, let's go ahead and start to jump into it. Matt, if you want to put the mic on me and mute everyone else. And Christine's going to come in a couple minutes with our horse, and then she'll join. But for now, it'll just be us. Go ahead and find some space. You're going to want enough space that you can move your arms around in a circle. We're going to do a standing flow and a ground flow today. For the standing flow, try to keep most of my body in it. All right, go ahead and start. Your ears stacked over your shoulders, shoulders over your hips. Stand up nice and tall and take a deep breath in. Let your chest get as large as it can. And then once you reach the top, hold that space and push the air out by squeezing your stomach together and letting your chest stay large. Take another breath in, get even bigger. Keep that chin pulled back. Keep the shoulders tucked into the back pocket so the chest is nice and open. Let that air out again. And let the hands rise up to your side on the next inhale. Curl the fingertips in. And we're going to start with forward arm circles. Originating this motion from the shoulder joint. Keeping it nice and controlled, tight forward circles. Allow the hands to start to approximate together as the hands drift forward. Keeping those fingers curled, thumbs pointed forward, it activates all of the muscles in your hands. When you reach the center, reverse the circles. Standing up nice and tall, noticing that you might need to fire the glutes a little bit as your hands come forward so that your lumbar spine doesn't collapse. When we get to the outside, I want you to stop the circles and squeeze those hands back behind you. Open the chest, squeeze the rhomboids, hold it there, take a breath in. Squeeze the core on the exhale. And hands back to neutral. Palms come up. Open the fingertips away from the elbow pits. Elbow pits stretch out away from the armpits. Christine. And then we're going to start those forward circles again. Forward circles here, again, grounding into the ground. Feel what it feels like for you to activate your shoulder circles while scooping the feet together and actively pulling your feet together. Allow the hands to start to drift up. Again, keeping the glutes tight so that the core stays tight, the lumbar spine stays stable. When you get to the top, reverse the circles. Nice and strong shoulder circles. Start to be feeling the burn now. Hands come back to neutral. Open that chest up again. Squeeze the rhomboids. Breath in. Squeeze the core. Breath out. Bring the hands together in front of you. Feel what it feels like to squeeze the pointer fingers together. Activates your biceps. Now squeeze the pinkies together. Feel how it activates your triceps. Squeeze the palms together. It should activate your pecs. And now squeeze all of the fingers, the thumbs, the pinkies, the palms all together, keeping your chin back, keeping your skull nice and tall, your neck nice and long. Take a breath in, and your right elbow is going to come back as your right arm traces the inside of your left. Open up to that right side. Feel that shoulder socket fill with space. On the exhale, open the hand up and let the whole body rotate with it. Next inhale, right arm traces the inside of the body. Back to the front. Exhale, squeeze those hands together. On every exhale, you want to feel your chin come back and the back of your head extend away from your tailbone. Go ahead on the inhale, open up to the left. Left arm traces the inside of the right arm. Elbow becomes the farthest point. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, reach that elbow back even further. Exhale, open the hand, let the body follow. Inhale, left arm traces the right side of the body. Back towards the front. Exhale, squeeze those hands together. This time, squeeze the feet together as well. Activate your quads, activate your adductors, the muscles on the inside of your thighs. Activate your glutes, trying to externally rotate your feet without letting them move. Keep those hands squeezed together and let them fall at your side. Hands are going to come on your hips. We're going to do some neck mobility. So on the inhale, neck goes into extension. Exhale, flexion. Inhale, extend. Exhale, flex. Inhale, extend. Exhale, flex. Back to neutral. Inhale, lean to the right with the neck. Exhale, back to neutral. Inhale to the left. Exhale, neutral. Inhale, right. Exhale, neutral. Inhale, left. Exhale, neutral. Inhale, rotate to the right. Exhale, neutral. Inhale, rotate to the left. Exhale, neutral. Rotate to the right. Neutral. To the left. Neutral. Now here we're going to jut our chin out in front of us, trying to poke your head in front of your chest, and then pull it back behind you, making that double chin on the exhale. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Arms come overhead. You can clasp the fingertips together on this one. You can interlace the fingers. We're going to do some shoulder mobility. So keeping your spine neutral, rotating your shoulders in a counterclockwise circle. Feel what it feels like for your shoulders to explore that entire range of motion. One of the ollie lifts that I do rather well is overhead squats because I have great shoulder motion. This is a really helpful thing to do to get your shoulders opening up. See how far you can get your biceps to poke behind your ears when you're doing this? Really explore the range of motion, switch directions. We're leading the motion from the shoulder joint right now. Now we're going to keep our hands overhead and start to originate that motion from the chest, so from the rib cage. Feel what it feels like for that rib cage to roll forward, out to the side, hunch back behind you, and then forward again. Should feel a little bit different in your body. You'll notice how the rib cage rotates on the lumbar spine. You'll notice how the shoulders rotate on the ribs. Reverse the direction. All right, and go ahead and stand nice and neutral. We're going to reach our hands overhead, tuck the chin back, take a breath in, reach all the way into extension, and on the exhale, forward fold. Inhale up and extend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up and extend. Exhale, forward fold. One more, inhale up and extend. And exhale, forward fold. Stay down here into this forward fold. Go ahead and spread your legs out a little bit wider. Going to a wide founder's position. Allow the knees to get a little bit soft. And we're going to do gorilla serves. And so what that's going to look like is your knees are soft, your hips are sitting back, your spine is nice and neutral, and you're going to be lifting the arm up, offering the banana to the gorilla, bringing it back down, left arm up on the inhale, and back down, up on the inhale with the right, down and left, down, allowing your breath to guide the flow of this motion, right, down, left, and down, breathing into the side of your body, opening that lat up nice and tall, down, integrating your feet into the ground, feeling strong and grounded, and left, two more on the right, and last one, and left. Now I want you to come back into a wide squatted position. Bring the hands and forearms in front of you into this prayer-like position. We're going to continue to open the shoulders up. On the inhale, we're going to come up, keeping those forearms and elbows together as high as you can. And exhale, drop it down just 3 inches. Inhale, back up. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, up even taller. Exhale, drop it down. Feel the burn in the legs. Hold that deep, wide squat. Inhale up. Drop it down. One more. Drop it down. Hands come to your side. Go ahead and stand up. Shake it out. We're going to move on to some hip range of motion. Hands on your hips. We're going to start with some circles going counterclockwise. Focus these circles on your SI joint, so that's how your pelvic feels like it's moving. Feel how your pelvis is moving on the spine. Is there a side that's more tight than the other? Can you slow it down and breathe through that motion? The camera's a little nice here. Kind of acts like a mirror so you can see what's symmetrical from side to side. Go ahead and rotate the opposite way. Keeping that full body breath. Keeping the shoulders back, the chest open, the chin back, nice and tall, strong spine. We're going to bring the feet together. Hands are going to come on the knees, and we're going to do some knee circles. Honoring your knees nice and slow and easy. We're going counterclockwise right now. Feel how the tibia, that's your shin bone, how that rotates in the knee socket on the femur. Feel how the tibia is also rotating on the ankles. You might feel some cracks and some bones that move in your feet. That's okay. Go reverse directions. Stressing the knees in these awkward motions, if you will, is a really good thing to do every morning. Helps with the integrity of your knees. Good to do before every workout. Go ahead and stand up straight. And we're going to go to ankle rolls. So go ahead and load the weight into your left foot. Right leg's going to come up to a 90-90. We're also going to work on our balance here. Pick something across the room that is not moving so you can feel that balance. And go ahead and roll the ankle. One direction. And now roll it in the other direction. Now we're going to open the hip up. Close it down. Open it up again, closing it down. Hip comes back to neutral, and I'm gonna turn sideways. Christine will stay forward. And what you're gonna do here is you're gonna start to do a single leg forward fold, pushing that foot out behind you. Nice straight line. Let the hands drop in front of you until they reach the ground. When they reach the ground, extend that leg further behind you as far as you can. Let the base of your foot, the bottom of your foot, point towards the ceiling. And now tighten that glute and reach the foot all the way to the sky. Opening that hip up. Feeling the glute burn. Come back to neutral. Straight leg. Hip hinge. Bring the chest back up. Knee's going to come to the chest. Squeeze that knee in. And then drop it down nice, slow, and controlled. We're going to go to the other side. Stack the weight into the right foot. Left leg comes up, 90-90. Ankle rolls. Still breathing tall. Deep into the diaphragm, rolling the other way. And we're going to open the hip up. Close it down. Open it up. Close it down. Back to 90-90. And begin that single leg hip hinge. Nice and slow. How slow and controlled can you do this? Extend that back leg out behind you, kicking the heel into the wall behind you. Let the hands reach the ground. Extend that leg even further. And now the bottom of your foot's facing the ceiling. And go ahead and extend that glute. Feel the hip open up. All right, straighten the leg back out. Heels back towards that wall. Slow single leg hip hinge. Bringing it back up. Knee approximates the chest. And drop it down nice and slow. Shake it out. All right, now we're going to move to the ground. We're going to do a bit of a ground flow today. So find some space where you can sit on the ground back into like a crab walk position. And the first thing we're going to start with here is opening up our piriformis a little bit. So take your left foot, put it on the right knee, let your butt come off the ground just a little bit, and then lean the left glute towards the right heel. And feel that piriformis open up. You can start to rotate your lumbars a little bit. Find where you get that deep stretch. Breathe deep into the abdomen so you're staying nice and integrated. And then come back to neutral. Foot goes down. Right foot comes up on the left knee. And we're going to bring our right glute towards the left heel. Couple breaths, back to neutral. Right foot goes down, keep that butt off the ground. Left foot comes up. We're gonna do it 2 more times on each side, so 3 times total each. Keeping the butt off the ground the whole time, so this is both a stretch and an exercise. Keep the core nice and engaged. We're on the left now. You might notice you have one side that's a little tighter than the other. For me, my right piriformis is tighter than my left. Back to the right, drop that down and in. And last one over to the left. Oh, back to neutral. From here, stay in this crab walk position, keep the butt off the ground. What we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the right arm up. We're gonna squat forward, keeping the butt off the ground. Let the elbow come to the inside of the left knee, and then we're gonna reach back over top into a full bridge, reaching this hand towards the back wall behind you, feeling the side of your body open up. Drop that back down. Hand switches, it comes to the ground. Left hand comes up. Squat forward, open up. Breath in. Reaching back and allowing that hand to come forward. Elbow down, switch sides. Right elbow, extend back. Right elbow down. Switch, left. Inhale. Exhale, elbow comes forward into that squat. Switch sides. Right, inhale. And back forward. Switch sides. Inhale. And exhale forward. Switch sides. Last set. Inhale. Get bigger. And drop it down. Last one. As big as you can. Big inhale. And drop that back down. Allow the butt to come on the ground. We're going to come back into a back laying position. Hands are going to come overhead. You're going to keep your feet together. You're going to start to tighten your core and tighten the anterior chain so you can interlace your fingers. Start to squeeze your palms together. Start to squeeze your feet together, your knees together. Start to activate your glutes. Start to activate your core and just bring your hands and your feet off the ground by 6 inches. Keeping the neck on the ground. Taking a big breath in, holding it there, letting the hands and feet come back down, and relax. Squeeze the hands together, feet together, knees, glutes, elbows, activate the shoulders, and now hands come up, feet come up, inhale in, hold it there, exhale out, drop it down. We're gonna do 3 more of those. Squeezing everything together. Inhale in, feet come up, hands come up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. If you're noticing that your low back is rounding too much, really try to tuck that tailbone down so you can keep a nice neutral spine and really activate the core. Inhale in, squeeze all together, hands come up, feet come up. Hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Squeeze them all together. Inhale in. Hands and feet come up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Roll over onto the stomach. And we're going to do some push-ups. If you remember from last week, what we talked about with push-ups is you can make push-ups very easy or you can make them very hard. We're going to do 3-second push-ups and we're going to be focusing on using our entire body activated into these push-ups. So before we start, we're starting a plank position and I'm going to help you feel what it feels like to connect your body from your hands to your feet. So plank-like position, feet are a little bit wider apart for this one. Squeeze each hand toward one another. Now squeeze each foot towards one another. Now push the hands away from one another. Push the feet away from one another. Notice the difference between activating your posterior chain and your anterior chain. Now pull the hands and feet towards each other in the midline in an X-like position towards the belly button. Fully integrated anterior chain. We're going to drop down for a 3-second push-up. 3, 2, 1. Hold, explode up. Drop down, 3, 2, 1, up, 2. Drop down, 3, 2, 1, hold, 3, 3, 2, 1, hold, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, 5, 3, 2, 1, hold, 6, 3, 2, 1, hold, 7, 3, 2, 1, hold, 8. 2 more. 3, 2, 1, hold, 9. Last one. 3, 2, 1, hold, 10. Go ahead and come to the knees. We're going to open the chest up here. Squeeze those rhomboids together. Deep breath in. Let the chest open, chin falls back. Close that back down. And that's going to complete movement for today. Find yourself a nice, comfortable seated position. You can go kneeling. You can go lotus. Whatever's best for you. All right. Find your breath. If you need some water, I'm going to take a little bit because I've been yelling this whole time. Now that we've got the body activated a little bit, let's go ahead and activate our breath. Quiet the mind. Again, we are going to practice calm breathing. Jane, I know I explained this already last week for you. Patrick, I believe it is, right? Awesome. Patrick, I'll go ahead and explain this one for you. It's pretty simple. It's a calm box breathing. And so what it is it's a relaxed 4-second inhale through the nose, hold for 4 seconds on inhale, and then a relaxed 4-second exhale through the mouth. Hold on 4 seconds for empty. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. I'll guide us through this for a few minutes. What we're doing here is you're focusing on how quick can you restore your body to that calm, resting state. How quick can you use your breath and your diaphragm to slow things down? If you breathe in your belly, what will happen is you have a vagus nerve that runs through and pierces the diaphragm. Your vagus nerve is a part of your parasympathetic nervous system. It runs most of the autonomic parts of your body, meaning your food to digest, your lungs to beat, to breathe, your heart to beat. It's a part of all of that. And because it runs straight through the diaphragm, when we breathe in our diaphragm, which is when we breathe into our belly, it stimulates that vagus nerve. The stimulation of that vagus nerve brings you from that high vibrational fight or flight state of an exercise into that low resonant rest and digest. If you're a competition lifter or a competition performer or a long distance runner or doing anything where you're using your body, learning how to breathe with your diaphragm, especially when you're trying to rest, will help you to drop down much, much quicker because it's actually activating that rest and digest part of your nervous system. So that's the key of what we're doing here, and that was an opportunity for me to catch my breath. Let's go ahead and palms up. Stack your ears over your shoulders. Shoulders over your hips. Micro-tune your system so that you feel at most ease. Maybe loosen up a hip, maybe roll a shoulder back. Maybe rotate your head side to side. Find where you feel like you're at neutral and where you're not distracted by your body. And all together, we're going to start our breathing 4 seconds in. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. 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 Hold. Exhale. Hold. Now, in this calm breath, I want to invite you to take 5 full inhales and exhales. And on the last exhale, to hold on empty. You can do this on your time. Go ahead. Letting all the air out on that last exhale and hold on empty. When you have to breathe, take a full breath in and hold it at the top for 15 seconds. And go ahead and return to normal breathing. Staying in this state of peace and calm, connected to your breath. You can continue breathing however you'd like as we move into the meditation portion of Move, Breathe, Meditate. You can continue the box breathing, you can continue calm breathing, whatever works best for you. Just stay connected and stay right here, right now. I want you to imagine yourself in the middle of a vortex. In the middle of a vortex of presence, and right in the center is you. Everything is happening around you, but right in the center there is peace and stillness. The eye of the storm, the calmness of the storm, the center of the storm. The most powerful point of the storm, yet the calmest point of the storm. Center, be here, be now. Take a breath. In the center of this vortex, you recognize that you have the power to do anything, that you manifest the life in which you experience. You recognize in this moment that this storm is your thoughts, and that these thoughts bring to you that which you choose to attract. You sit in the center of this storm and you attract abundance. You sit in the center of this storm and you attract love. You attract community. You sit in the center of this storm and you recognize the needs that you have, and you attract what it is that will fulfill those needs. Another breath in. Feel the storm get bigger. Feel the storm become more powerful. Feel the most center point within you that is the center of this storm. Is it your heart? Is it your stomach? Is it your throat? Where from your being is this storm originating its power? Bring that center place to the throat. You have a message. You have a story to share. You have an opinion that is valuable. You can choose to spread love and peace. You can choose to spread understanding. You can choose to spread awareness. You can choose to spread the virus of connectivity, all from the power of your throat. Bring that center place of the storm down to your chest. Feel your chest expand wide open with a big breath in. Feel your chest and your heart space expand to the size of the room that you're in. Feel the magnitude of your storm grow. Feel the space in which your storm takes up start to take over. For this storm is a storm of love. This storm does not create or does not destroy. It creates. It does not knock people down. It lifts them up. This storm is the cognitive piece of connection. This storm is how you come across your community and rise them all, for a rising tide raises all ships. Feel your heart space expand from the size of the room that you're in to the size of the house or the building that you live in. Feel this heart space expand to the size of your city. Feel what it feels like to love every single person in Oakland. Feel what it feels like to send out that kind gesture of, I see you. We're in this together. Feel compassion. Feel peace. Feel love. Feel the pressure ease and lift off the back of the chest. Allow the shoulders to roll back and the chest just lifts up a little bit more as that storm grows even more in magnitude, and now it's covering the whole United States. A storm of love, a storm of peace, of certainty, and your heart is at the center. Imagine what would happen if every single person could get into the path of your storm of love. How could you shift the world? How could you help each and every human being just connect to themselves and each other a little bit more today? And with a breath in, allow that storm to sink even deeper. And now the center of it is at the pit of your stomach, the base of your pelvic bowl, into your sacral plexus, your solar plexus, down deep, deep, deep within you. This is where your power comes from. Breathe deep into the belly. Feel that deep, heavy tone power as this storm magnifies. Feel the sense of groundedness that this storm has. Feel the sense of unwavering, unshaken certainty, power that this storm brings. Fear cannot stop this storm. Hate does not slow this storm down. Love covers all things. It breaks down the fearful and lifts them up with pride, joy, love, and connection. It connects to those who feel hurt and betrayed, and it says, I see you. It can take on anything because it is the mirror, the sacred mirror of connection. When this storm arises from the deep pit in your stomach, you have a new recognition of your brothers and sisters, knowing that everyone is just doing their best. And you know that you're doing your best. With that, we start to bring this storm in. We start to let the ferocity of our storm quiet. We start to bottle it up and close it down inside. For what was external is now all coming internally. Feel the energy and the chi in your system start to rise. Maybe your fingertips are starting to tingle. Maybe you can feel that buzz in your joints. That is the storm. That is the energy. It's building and it's built inside of you. And now today, for the rest of your day, be the storm. Live with this certainty. Know the power of your breath. Know the power of your intention. Know that you are the center. That you get to choose to be calm and peace and love and joy and abundance and connection and serenity. You get to choose to be these things. You can choose the emotions that serve you. You have the cognitive power to steer this storm and to impact the people that you interact with today for positive growth, change, and evolution. Today, I speak the intention that we all be the change, that which we hope to see in the world. And with that, start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Start to roll your neck out. Start to roll your spine out. Wake the body back up. And that will complete Move, Breathe, Meditate. Matt, you have the power to unmute. I do not.
Thank you. That was nice.
You guys enjoy that?
Yeah.
Awesome. It's a new format for me teaching with the Zoom thing, so I'm still figuring it out, but I'm glad that you guys enjoy it. I appreciate any feedback that you guys have and what you like, what you don't like, what you'd like to see more of. I've got a lot of breathwork things that we can teach. I just kind of wanted to keep it a little bit basic for now, but we'll start to build on this. I'm so glad that you guys showed up for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. The movement was hard.
Those slow push-ups are not simple, and then
Especially if you know how to use your body, you can make it super hard.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
whenever there's shoulder stuff, I'm like, I can't keep it. It's frustrating, but I always remember like you just do whatever you can do today, and like it is what it is. I try to
absolutely just 10% better each time.
Yeah.
You guys have any questions or anything like that? Any any feedback I can provide while I'm here? Anything you feel in your body?
Why does my foot not go very high when I try to kick it up above me?
So a lot of people have really tight hip flexors. So
Okay.
your main hip flexor is going to be your psoas. Make sure that you get the ads for the so right. There are Matt's like, yeah, get those ads.
Yeah.
So relaxing the hip flexor and loosening the hip flexor, it's deep in the core in here. It attaches to the anterior part of your femur bone, and then it goes into your lumbar spine in the bodies. And so what happens is when you come here and then you try to open that up, you're basically asking that psoas to extend all the way while you're also activating the glutes. And I mean, I don't know about you. You seem like you're in pretty good shape, but most people have very weak glutes. And so that action of trying to loosen a very tight muscle with a rather weak muscle is hard for people. If you notice that was hard for you and it didn't open up, if you just start doing that motion a couple times a day, or even just building that into each workout, you'll notice it start to open up super, super quick. Even just a couple weeks ago when I first started doing that motion consistently, I was really tight. And just doing it, you start to learn how to breathe into it. And with breath, you can really start to open that psoas and open it up better.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else from anyone else?
No, I really like the meditation. That was good imagery.
Awesome. I'm glad you like that, Jane. And we'll be back tomorrow. We're going to do this Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So if you guys have anyone else that you think would enjoy this, Matt, I believe that we're leaving this link kind of open for people to hop in and check things
yeah,
out.
it's always the same link, and anyone can use it. There's no password required, so like other people can hop in. As far as I'm concerned, even if they're not members, like let's share some good knowledge. Maybe it's a good marketing thing, but either way, we'll have it's the Zoom is shareable to anybody. It's live on our Facebook group, so our private members only Facebook group, that's just for us. And then the recording is going to go onto YouTube, which will also be public. So if you can't make it for one of these and you're like, oh shit, like 8 a.m. doesn't work for me, I slept in, I upload it right after this. So just look for the link on our YouTube channel. Just search for us on YouTube. You'll find it. It's date stamped. So yeah, like we're just trying to put good stuff out there, good content out there, and I'm enjoying it personally. It gets me out of bed. Otherwise, I'd still be like on my phone in bed right now. So I'm really appreciating this. So thank you, Dylan.
Awesome, guys. Well, I will see you tomorrow morning.
All right, thank you. See ya.
Peace. Y'all have a great day.
You too.